JPG 60 for presents. 48 complete new levels to play. Better level design. To completely new power-ups. Fun levels with new enemies. For brand new world maps. The return of classic enemies. More detailed courses. Sakura Super Mario Bros. DS in development.
To the people who reach into a carton of warm, crispy, golden, perfectly salted McDonald's world-famous fries and return with just one. Who are you, and how do you do that? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I can't believe it.
This is so cool.
I think it is. Victor.
This guy is so stupid.
Now he's being stupid.
What a freaking doofus.
Now today you're going to hear a high school drama that has both sides feeling bullied. And for the first time, the accused bully's parents say they are ready to defend their son against what they say is the so-called victim's accusations and set the record straight exclusively on our stage. Let's take a look at the story.
Giselle Uffin says her daughter has been bullied since February.
There was a group that hated my daughter. They called themselves the Kill Katie Club.
16-year-old Katie Uffins left the school after she says she learned of the Kill Katie Club.
They're just still harassing me.
Nick Aguriak, the 16-year-old junior, admits he coined the Kill Katie Club phrase, but he says it was just a joke. He says a school investigation found no wrongdoing.
We were accused of something, and they don't have any proof. So in a sense, aren't we being bullied?
So, who is the bully here? Nick's parents believe Giselle is continuing to be the problem. They say that her need for attention is causing this to escalate.
Giselle and Katie took Nick's one-time comment of the KKK and blew it out of proportion. Giselle has used the media to make it seem that Nick has continually harassed Katie from February up until now. The February incident was closed and Nick hasn't had any association with her. Giselle is making its new allegations of harassing phone calls. Based on the phone records, we know for a fact that our son did not make those phone calls. Nick's relationship with Katie started in junior high. Katie would call him a query. Katie's a cheerleader. One of the cheerleaders told me that they were doing a stunt and Katie whispered to another cheerleader, drop her. I think Giselle is the one that's upset that Katie's no longer in what she has coined the populars. If anybody is a bully in this story, it's Giselle.
Well, Giselle, on the other hand, says Nick's parents need to stop pointing fingers and start taking responsibility for their son's behavior.
Once we found out about the Kill Katie Club, my 15-year-old daughter Katie lost everything.
I had to leave my high school. I can't walk on a stage and graduate with everybody.
I thought taking Katie out of school would end the harassment, but instead it got worse. We had, in one night, 20 phone calls in 2 hours. We continued to get a lot of Twitter feedback. We got kids emailing her. We have over 1,000 screen captures, all of hate messages.
I haven't done anything wrong to deserve this.
No. Because the harassment escalated, the police were finally able to arrest Nick. Nick's parents are 100% accountable for what he does. Everything he does beyond the point that they were put on notice of his behavior, they are liable.
Well, Nick's parents are here, but they say they don't even want to be in the same room as Giselle, so they're watching in our green room along with their attorney. Now, I'm going to talk to them very soon, and they're getting to watch this. But first, I'm going to speak with Giselle and her 16-year-old daughter, Katie. So I'm glad y'all are here. Is there a point at which you felt like your life was in danger?
There was a point when the harassment just kept escalating.
What was going through your head at that point?
I had no idea. They Kill Katie Club. To me, when I heard that, it seemed that they were going to try to find somebody to kill me.
What was your first reaction?
When I first got the call from the school, I tried to calm Katie. I didn't know if it was just this one girl saying things or if it was a real group. So I tried to calm her and told her we'd talk to parents and figure more out about it.
The parents you went to was Nick's parents, right? The folks that are here in the green room right now.
And we went to 2 other parents
right,
also.
But this was one of the parents you went to, and that didn't go well, that visit? It went well or didn't go well?
The visit went really well. His father opened the door, knew why we were there. He said, Nick came home yesterday from school, told me everything he had done. He said he was going to be arrested. I agreed that he should be arrested. I'm really disappointed in him because this had happened to his sister. He gave us a big, long story about the sister. And then he said, I support you in going to the police. And then he said, I'm going to do worse to Nick than anything the police could do. And then we heard from Nick within the hour, calling Katie to harass her on the phone. So I reacted. I have a kill club. I have a kid that just came home and said he was going to be arrested. I have a father that's confirming he should be. And the kid just called within the hour. It's my job as a mother to make sure she's safe, and I called the police.
We never in our wildest dreams thought that something that happened 8 months ago would turn into this. And we just kept seeing the one-sidedness in the media, and nobody ever asked us our opinion or what happened. And my son was painted to be a bully.
Joining us also is y'all's attorney.
Yes.
And this is Maria, is it Severson?
Severson, yes.
Severson, okay. And have they been sued, Maria?
They have not, but there's been some pretty serious accusations made against their son, Nick. There's been 2 criminal investigations instigated by the mom of Katie, and those are pretty serious accusations. This boy has lost his job. He's been the recipient of bullying at school as far as people posting things.
Daniel, what do you want to say about this?
We've always been honest about what happened. We admit that my son Nick has admitted to the police that he said at one time, she said in her piece that I knew all about it, which is not true. If I knew my son had said something like this, I've said this to the detective, I've said this to Giselle herself. With the stuff that she was telling me, I said if he really did do this, he should go to jail. If he did, but he didn't.
What did he do?
He made a bad comment.
Which was what?
From what I understand that Nick said, when he saw the post about Westview bitches, he said, I wish someone would start a Kill Katie Club. The other girl that he was speaking to said it should be Crazy Katie Club. Putting the K sounding in both of them, then he said, haha, KKK. That's it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying what he said was right. I've never said that.
Well, I'm asking you straight up, is what he said wrong?
Yes.
Have you told him that?
Yes.
Is he sorry for what he said?
Yes. He's sorry that the way it was interpreted, that's what Nick is sorry for.
He made a mistake. He made a dumb comment. We've never said he didn't. She says that nobody's taken action. The police have come and talked to everybody. Everybody's been doing something, and the reason nothing's happened is because there is no club.
Do you believe under any theory now that there is an active club at school that still exists today?
Oh, we know it still exists. They are going around people, or around Westview, trying to recruit them to join a hate documentary.
My daughter Morgan wanted to make a video in support of my son and to show everybody that Westview is a good school. That was the video she wanted to make. She turned it into, they're making a documentary to go after her. Why?
What I want people to understand is that the story that's been told is about the Kill Katie Club, and it was a one-line statement and that's it. From my perspective as the mother dealing with a daughter crying in her bed, it wasn't one moment. It didn't end for us in that moment. For my family, for us and my children, this has been ongoing for 7 months. The latest incident happening August 1st. This is a huge issue. It's not a small one-line issue. It's a big deal to the people dealing with it.
No, I get that completely, and so you've had your say about
Yes.
that. Now let me respond to that. People not liking your daughter is not actionable.
I agree.
To understand bullying is to understand what's behind it. And you made a comment about Nick, basically said that you think Nick is a child in pain, which is typically the circumstance with somebody that behaves in a bullying fashion or a lack of empathy. Are you accountable, and do you apologize to this woman and to her daughter?
Yeah, I know. She was so surprised. Really? Oh, for sure. I mean, it wasn't very big. Just a little bug, but Flower went crazy. OMG, Flower is really afraid of bugs. Well, yeah. Flower thinks she's so fabulous. Like the time she asked Icy if she was beautiful. Ice Cube, don't you think I look beautiful?
Oh, no. Oh, I remember that. I am so gonna get revenge on her. I cannot believe how she thinks we will be her servants. I'm so glad you guys are my friends though, really.
I failed you guys. Where the fuck's my setup? Where the hell's my entertainment center? Juggies Jeffrey just fucking smoked out my room. Don't aspire to be me! You don't want to be me. You don't want to be a YouTuber. You don't want to play video games. All you want to do, all you want to be is a man. Holy shit! Oh shit! You breathing? You good? Don't do what I did!
I am accountable for, I don't like, Giselle, I don't like you judging me. You don't know me. You don't know my husband. Don't judge how I am as a parent. Okay, that's the first thing. But I pray for you, Giselle. I honestly do. I pray for you, Katie. But for anything that Nick has done, and he's not here, not because he's afraid of anything, but because we don't want to sensationalize this or put our son's picture out there any more than it already is. Okay, Nick's trying to focus on school, his grades, getting into college. That's what Nick's focused on. If my son said anything to hurt you, Katie, I apologize for him.
He's hurt me so much.
Okay. It's likewise, Katie. It's likewise. But you know what? I apologize.
And this is the first time I've gotten an apology.
Has Nick paid the price for this?
How this has negatively affected my son. This happened in February, Giselle. For 8 months, we didn't have to hear your name. We didn't have to even think about it. And then when it comes out on the news that a Westview student fears for her life and is removed from school, I looked at my husband and I said, oh my gosh, please tell me that doesn't have anything to do with Katie. Our son came in the room and we questioned him. He said, Mom, I have nothing to do with this. On Monday, I said, Nick, do you want me to go and talk to the principal? He goes, Mom, I don't have anything to do with it. Do you know what it feels like to get a phone call and have someone tell you, this is Detective Johnson. Your son has been arrested. He has been interviewed. Can you please come and pick him up at the police station? You know, Giselle, you've said that someone has to step up. You know what? I believe God has asked me to step up. This is not my platform. This is not what I do. But somebody has to stop you.
For you, this ended in February. For your family, it ended. It did not end for my family. Do you know what happened at Pop Warner Cheer? Do you know how they went after my younger? That's really funny, isn't it? She was an innocent 10-year-old child. It's not funny. Thank you for the smile, because this is what I face. I face people laughing at me as my daughter lays in bed crying, as my 10-year-old daughter, who didn't even know what was going on, comes home in tears because she said someone's going to kill Katie. She didn't know. You people don't know what it is like to receive tweets and texts and Facebook messages, to have your picture slandered online to 80 million people, to get phone calls that we have called.
Detective Johnson asked you, do not take this to the media, and you chose to do it.
I take this bullying business very seriously. I take it very seriously. And I don't want people cheapening that with theatrics. I take bullying very seriously. I take what was done to you very seriously.
Thank you.
But there comes a time when the adults have to behave like adults. Now, you did take a polygraph. Giselle, you requested it, right?
Yes.
And this was done by Jack Tremarco here. And you wanted to take a polygraph, why?
To confirm that what Daniel Aguirre had said to me is what I told you is the truth.
And there were 4 statements. I've never used a polygraph in this type of a show or done one where the subject provided the statements that they wanted responded to, but you did. And the statements were, Daniel told Katie and I that Nick had told him what he had done. Did you?
No.
Daniel told us that Nick told him he was going to be arrested. Daniel said he understood the police may have to be called. Daniel said he would do so much worse to Nick than anything the police could do. So you gave the polygraph, right?
I did, Dr. Phil.
And was it a fair and equitable test?
It was.
Unusual in that she provided the statements that she wanted verified.
Very unusual.
And did the polygraph confirm that she was in fact telling the truth?
It confirmed that she believes that that is the truth.
Okay. So there was no deception indicated on the polygraph at all?
No deception.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.